Welcome to another video walk around. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 2017 Toyota Highlander SE in this gorgeous celestial silver metallic color. This all-wheel drive 4-door 7-passenger SUV comes equipped with a 3.5-liter 6-cylinder engine matted to an automatic transmission. Starting up front with some of the notable exterior features, you've got a very sleek and sporty front end, thanks in large part to that cascading grille. Up front you'll also notice the LED daytime running lights along the bottom of the headlights there, and of course you've also got those big projector beam bulbs. Just below here you'll also find the fog lamps for some additional style and utility. As you come around to the side of the vehicle, you've got the 5-spoke 19-inch alloy rims the vehicle currently rides on, and those are wrapped in the Hankook tires with tons of tread, as you can see. As we continue down the vehicle, you've got the LED turn signal indicator integrated right into the mirror. You've also got that nice chrome trim that surrounds the windows. And speaking of the windows, in back they are tinted for some additional privacy for the rear passengers or rear cargo, and that tint continues in back as well. If you take a look up top, you'll find the nice black roof rails with the crossbar supports, making it nice and easy to expand your storage at some point in the future if you choose to do so. In back, you'll notice the nice color-matched roof fin antenna as well as the color-matched roof spoiler with the integrated brake light. Back here you'll also find a rear windshield wiper, which is really handy to have, and of course you've also got the Highlander badging as well as the SE all-wheel drive badging. This vehicle is loaded with technology, utility, and it's fun to drive, so let's go ahead and hop inside and take a look at all those notable interior features. Hopping inside this luxurious SUV is nice and easy thanks to the proximity smart key system, but of course you do have the standard remote keyless entry options on the key fob as well, and you'll also find the power liftgate button there so you can pop the hatch without having to hop in the vehicle. All you have to do is walk up with the key on your person and put your hand in the door to unlock the vehicle, and when you hop out you've got those two lines there to easily lock the vehicle. Inside you're greeted with this gorgeous black leather seating, very stylish. You've got the nice strip up top here, and that's mirrored in the bottom of the seat as well. Of course, you've also got that nice accent stitching along the bolsters and the bottom of the seat there. Just below the seat, you'll find the power adjustable seat controls, which includes your power adjustable lumbar support, and you've got an extender here so you can extend the front of the seat out depending on how long your legs are to help keep you more comfortable. That is a very nice premium touch. And as an added bonus here, you'll also find these controls over on the passenger side as well. If you take a look in the footwell, you'll find the nice Highlander branded all-weather mats. Those are nice and easy to clean regardless of how dirty or wet they get. So let's go ahead and hop inside, fire this vehicle up, and take a look at all those interior bells and whistles. The features inside this Highlander start with the push-button ignition. Simply put your foot on the brake and push the button to start the vehicle as long as the key is inside. If you take a look over at the driver's side door panel, you'll find a very nice padded black leather armrest that leads to the controls for your power windows, locks, and mirrors. As an added bonus, you can see your two front windows are both automatic. Underneath, you do have a little bit of extra storage as well as two extra cup holders integrated into the door panel. And just to the right, you'll find the buttons to toggle your automatic high beams, your auto start stop feature, which turns the vehicle off at prolonged stops and turns the vehicle right back on as soon as you hit the gas, and your power liftgate. Just below that, you'll also find the windshield wiper deicer. Below that, you've got a nice little storage compartment here, which is great for some coins or smaller items. And if we take a look under the steering column here, you will find the manual adjustment for your tilt and telescoping steering wheel so you can get it in the perfect position. If you take a look just behind the wheel at the turn signal stalk, you'll notice that this vehicle does come equipped with automatic high beams, which is a great set it and forget it feature. And of course, you've also got the switch for the fog lights that I showed you on the exterior. If we back up and take a look at the steering wheel here, you'll find a very nice leather-wrapped 3-spoke steering wheel with some subtle bolsters up top to give the wheel a nice ergonomic feel. You'll also find the nice silver accent piece at the bottom of the wheel here. And over on the left hand side, you've got your steering wheel mounted audio controls, which includes your volume rocker and track selector buttons. You've also got the audio mode button, and you can also hold that to mute the system. And just below that, you'll find the voice recognition button. At the bottom here, you'll find the two Bluetooth hands-free calling buttons. Over on the right hand side, you've got the buttons to navigate the digital display in the center of the gauge cluster, and we'll go ahead and take a look up there in just a moment. Just below that, you'll find the buttons to toggle your lane departure alert as well as your radar guided cruise control follow distance. Speaking of cruise control, you'll find the cruise control stalk just behind the wheel, which is perfect for those highway drives. If you go ahead and take a look up in the screen that I mentioned there, you can see at the very top you've got the year that the vehicle is in, and you've also got the exterior temperature. At the bottom you've got the odometer, and you can see that this vehicle currently has 83,668 kilometers on it. All the way in the bottom right hand corner there, you've also got the indicator for your blind spot monitor system as well as the lane departure alert, so you can quickly check whether those features are on or off. In this very first information screen here, you've got your current and after reset fuel economy. You also got your range and average speed. You'll also find an eco indicator here so you can check to see whether you're driving fuel efficiently. And below that, you've got the all-wheel drive control, so the vehicle will let you know how much power is headed to each wheel while you're driving. And finally here, you've got the sway warning, so the vehicle will let you know if it might be time to take a rest if you're swaying between the lanes. The next screen over is a compass, so you can quickly check which direction you're traveling. Next, you've got your audio system, so you can check what's playing and adjust it without ever having to take your hands off the wheel or even glance at your infotainment system while you're driving. Next, you got the indicator for your lane departure alert and radar guided cruise control follow distance. So as you cycle through with the buttons on the steering wheel that I showed you, you'll be able to see it adjust in this screen here. It's a handy at a glance look at those features. Next, you got the indicator for your auto start stops. You can check and see how long the feature has been on for, etc. You can also access the settings by holding the center button there. Next, you've got any messages or warnings that the vehicle has to display. And finally, you've got the settings for your safety features, as well as all of your meter settings for this little digital display here. You've got lots of different options. At the bottom there, you can see you've also got your lane departure alert, pre-collision system, blind spot monitoring, and your power liftgate settings. If you take a look towards the center of the dash here, you'll find a nice digital clock up top, as well as, of course, the adjustments for it just to the right, and then you've got your passenger airbag warning. Below that, you've got a couple of climate vents on either side of your embedded touchscreen infotainment system that includes navigation. That is a great feature to have. In terms of your audio options here, you've got everything you could want, including your standard AM/FM radio. You've also got XM radio, as well as a CD player, USB and auxiliary inputs, and of course Bluetooth audio, so you can be sure that you can listen to your own audio regardless of the type of device that you have. If you do have your device hooked up, you can also access the phone and messages screens there. And you've also got your eco indicator here, which will give you your trip information as well as your previous fuel economy history if you hit the past record button there. You've also got lots of different options in the setup menu here. There's lots to go through and customize to your preferences. You've also got the driver easy speak mode, and you can set yourself maintenance reminders, which is really handy to ensure you never miss any maintenance and you can keep your Highlander in pristine condition. If you put this vehicle into reverse, you'll see the backup camera pop right up, which is a great feature to have in a vehicle of this size. And of course, when you put the vehicle back in a park, you'll bring back the main screen there. Just below that, over on the left-hand side, you've got the hazard lights, and then of course you've got your tri-zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature independently for the driver, the passenger, and your rear passengers. You've also got the auto feature here, so if you hit the auto button, you'll let the vehicle adjust the fan speed and heat to get it to your desired temperature. For those hot summer days, you've got air conditioning, and for the cold winter days, you've got heated mirrors, both of which are great features to have in the Okanagan. Just below that, you'll find a nice little tray here that extends all the way across the dash, which is really handy for some smaller items. Below that, you'll find the USB and auxiliary input that I mentioned earlier for the audio system, and you've also got two USB ports that are strictly for charging up your device. And if you need to charge something else, you've also got a 12-volt outlet there. Just below that, you'll find the buttons for your traction control, snow mode, downhill assist, and your differential lock for the all-wheel drive system. As we continue down here, you've got a couple of cup holders, and then of course you've got your shifter with a nice leather boot, and you can put that into a standard mode if you're looking to manually shift between the gears. All the way at the bottom here, you've also got your adjustable heated seats for both front passengers, and you can use the scroll wheel to get it to your desired temperature. Then you've got a nice large center console here. You can open up either side of it and access the entire center console. You've also got a nice sliding tray up top to put some smaller items and help keep things organized. And in the bottom there, you can see you've also got an additional 12-volt outlet. And when you're done, you can slide the doors back over and give it a nice polished look. And the passenger side footwell, you've got the same great all-weather mats, and just above you've got your standard glove box with lots of room inside, as well as of course your owner's manual. Over on the passenger side door panel, you'll find the same great design, as well as of course the controls for the power locks and the passenger side window. Taking a look up top, you'll find an auto dimming rear mirror, so it'll keep your mirror nice and dim even if there are bright lights in it at nighttime without you having to flip it down. And you've also got some nice thin bezels there to give the mirror a very sleek look. Up top, you'll find sunglasses holder here, and of course you can also clip that part way to see what your rear passengers are up to, which is really handy to have in a family vehicle. Up top here, you'll also find some interior lights, as well as 3 programmable garage door buttons, so you can easily access your garage without having to dig out your key fob. And finally, of course, you've got the controls for your sunroof, which is a fantastic feature. It lets in loads of light to the cabin, and of course, you can open that up and let in lots of airflow as well. So that concludes the features up front. Let's go ahead and hop in back and take a look at some of the features in the rear of this vehicle. In the rear of this vehicle, you'll find more of that same stylish black leather seating for your second row captain's chairs. Again, with that nice strip down the center of the seat there. You'll also find the same great all-weather mat and tons of legroom for your second row passengers. You can actually adjust the legroom for your second and third row passengers by sliding the second row seats forward and back depending on who's sitting where and how long their legs are. You've also got a couple of handy storage pockets in the back of the driver and the passenger side seat, and if we look towards the center console, you'll find the rear climate controls here, so you can adjust the temperature for your rear passengers from the front or the back. And if we take a look underneath, you'll find a couple of USB ports to keep the devices charged up for your rear passengers. If we take a look towards the center here, you've got a nice little fold-up tray. It includes a couple of extra cup holders and a little bit of space back here for some smaller items. And of course, you can fold that down when you're not using it and give yourself center access to that third row where you've got that nice leather bench seat back there. But of course, you can also access it via the side, and I'll show you how to do that in just a moment here. So you've got the number 1 latch. You can fold the seat back forward and slide the seat, giving you nice and easy access to that third row, where you can see you've got a couple of cup holders on either side there. And of course, you've got the same great all-weather mat. If you're looking to fold the seat all the way down, you've got the number 2 latch here, and that'll fold the seat all the way down, nice and flat, giving you nice and easy access to store some additional cargo, if that's what you're looking to do. We'll go ahead and take a look back there, but before we do, we'll take a quick glance at the rear door panel here, and you'll find the same great design that we found in the front, as well as, of course, a switch for the rear windows, and an extra cup holder and some storage underneath. And up top here, you've got a sunshade, which is a really nice premium touch, helps to keep the sun out of the rear of the vehicle, and give your rear passengers some additional privacy. Popping open the power liftgate is nice and easy. Simply hit the button underneath, and that'll pop right open for you. You can see even with the third row folded up, you still got a generous amount of cargo area back here. But folding these seats down is nice and easy. If you've got some extra cargo to store, simply grab the handle up top and fold the seat down nice and easily. And to fold them back up, you can just grab the longer pull tab here. Over on the right hand side, you'll also find a handy interior light. And if you take a look underneath here, you'll find a little bit of extra interior storage, as well as the privacy cover if you're looking to install that and keep your cargo covered up. And of course, you've also got the tools to change your flat in case you ever get one. And speaking of flats, you do have the spare tire mounted just under the vehicle. Closing up the power liftgate is nice and easy. Simply hit the button up top, and that'll close right down for you. That concludes this video walk around, but as you can see, this vehicle is loaded with features from bumper to bumper, and there's lots that I didn't get a chance to go over. So make sure you stop by Kelowna Toyota, located at 1200 Leathead Road, or visit us online at KelownaToyota.com for more information. We look forward to seeing you soon.